Alright, so I had my power cut out last night, so that's why this stream is titled 31.5. I actually meant to, I don't know, play some games with the newly buffed Rofellos deck. Yeah, this absurdly broken, like, legendary creature. I guess unless your opponent has, like, enough removal to keep, like, consistently killing it. I mean, yeah, like, if your opponent's not really interacting with this, this is just absolutely busted. You get to double your mana from all your forests. And yeah, since I actually have gotten so many more cards since I last played the deck, I cannot even remember the last time I did play the deck, but since I got so many more cards since then, we would just use them to, of course, significantly, like, power up the deck. Do I need Concordant Crossroads, though, that badly? Maybe I'll just put in, like, a piece of removal or a Death Touch creature. Yeah, Assert Perfection can at least kill some creature on the board. Well, then again, I need a creature, too, to actually make that work. Alright, I still technically do start with one. I got as far as, like, playing a game 3 against Nissa before power just dropped, so... Obviously, I got far enough to know that I definitely want to be going first. But yeah, that's more or less about as far as I got. I didn't actually finish a single match. Yeah, I do know for a fact I definitely want to be going first. I'm gonna have a crazy turn 3, though, unless this gets removed. She's gonna have a pretty good turn, too, though. I mean, first things first, look at this. Whenever a quick creature attacks, search your library for a basic land card and put it into play tapped. Whenever you play a land, put a 2/2 green elemental creature token onto the battlefield. And can even tap this to make each green creature that entered the battlefield this turn get +1/+1. Just so you know where all these creatures are coming from. In case you're just wondering where all this stuff is coming from, then there's your answer. Just to stop those tokens from coming in every time she plays a land. I'll hold that thought for now. So I can make 4, I believe. Untap Rofellos, and then we have like 4, and we only have 4. When this dies, I'll just draw another card. I mean, I don't know, I kind of want to be able to do something else this turn. I kind of want to be able to do something. Alright, so now I can't target any of her creatures with anything. Just in case I thought that's how I was going to win the game. Alright, I'm going to try Lumra Bellow of the Woods here. I'll put those onto the battlefield. And this can make 4 more mana, yes. I can play that off the top of my deck. Sylvan Tutor we could play. I kind of want to put another creature into play, but I don't think I can. That costs 5, that costs 5, this can make 4. I will, I guess, just get Beast Whisperer into play. And then I'm pretty much out of mana for the turn. Elemental, so what happens here? Okay, I think I'm in trouble here. Just put a 6-drop, a 7-drop, and then this onto the battlefield for... well, not exactly for free, but... Alright, so anyways, how am I gonna out all of this? Yeah, not to mention every single thing here also has hexproof, because why not? I should also be able to make a ton of mana as well. That could produce 4, I can untap it, and then produce another 4 with it, and then I have, that's plus this, plus this, plus this, I have 14 mana to do whatever with. I can give my attacking creatures Death Touch. I don't even know what I don't even know what else I'm supposed to do here. I can give my stuff Death Touch, but I think that's about it. Only when it's attacking, though, too, mind you. Oh yeah, so yeah, hi. Plus we can draw a card every time I play a creature. I still don't know if that's gonna be enough. I can hold on. I can untap this. If I tap Raphaelos again, it produces 6. I don't believe you did, actually. Anyways, I think I might be out of mana again. No, I can't play Questing Beast. Okay, but that screenshot, I did see that screenshot you sent me on Discord earlier. That I did see. I don't know now if I could at least actually target anything, but... all these creatures have hexproof. I can't target a single one. Let's do something with the 3 leftover mana at least. So I have 3 forests on the top of my deck. Or, no, on the bottom. I guess I don't want to attack with anything anyways. Yep, now that's basically a de facto Gaia's Cradle. But I don't even know if any of this is gonna matter because I'm gonna out all of these creatures, especially if they all have hexproof. I can't even target them. Best I can do is just try and put up a bunch of creatures myself and hope for the best. Or find something else that can destroy an enchantment. And then start getting rid of some of these creatures. Oh, and this even has trample. So essentially this will be way too big to just block. So is only this attacking? And yes, I did assume that was about Rico, yes. So if I block here... So it's just these two that are attacking, I believe. $16-16. Draw a card for each green creature you control, so how many? Upwards of, like, what, 15 cards? Oh, hey, at least I got another turn. Not sure if I'd be able to do anything with it, this, though. Oh, wow. With all the mana I have, because this is the commander I play, I'll be able to cast this. Also, why is this part 31.5? I actually tried live streaming, like, part 31 last night, but the power cut out, like, not even, like... Well, I was actually, like, 3 games into, like, a single match. I couldn't complete a single match because the power cut out. Yeah, yesterday we had, like, strong winds, lots of rain, even some hail. That would cost 9 mana to cast. If I get, like, more different types of permanents into my graveyard, Emrakul will cost less. For about, like, I don't know, it was hailing for about, like, 10-15 minutes. Yeah, we're almost in June, mind you. I guess at this point I'll play Emrakul for 8. Oh, I have a Death Touch creature. That's nice. Anyways, clearly not attacking into all this stuff here. Can I even play another land or no? Oh, I could play one more land. Not like I can do anything with 1 mana, though. Okay, so now, yeah, now I'm taking this as next turn. Yeah, I get to see her hand, of course. So, how much... Yeah, so how much damage could I possibly do to Nissa here? So what could I possibly do to, like, her board? So, I'm thinking I don't want to make... Probably don't want to make her play a land, that's for sure. So I can make this attack and then just block with a Death Touch creature. I also do want this to go away as well. Anything that can just destroy an artifact or enchantment do we have? I'm trying to just see if there's anything in here that can just destroy, like, an artifact or enchantment, because I want this to go away. I'll play this main phase too. Okay, okay. We'll do that main phase too, but... Can we do declare attackers? Okay, can we go to declare blockers? I'm gonna need something a little bit stronger here. So So I don't just die to trample damage. I'm just thinking what I want to block with. I don't want to lose too much life to this. Okay, oh, then again, because I'm taking Nissa's turn for her, I'm the one who assigns all the combat damage. I'll just put all the combat damage on the 2-1. So I'm gonna get that off the field. Make a land from hand onto the battlefield. I'll play this. Put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped. Okay. Put nothing onto battlefield, nothing into hand. I don't know how to use, like, Nissa's own cards to get rid of her own stuff. I don't see anything else I can use to just get rid of her things. I was able to at least get, like, one problematic card off the board. The enchantment that gave all her stuff hexproof. It's just now I do need to get to another turn. And then I'll get this off, and then, I don't know, I still have to deal with all these plants that are left behind. Except I just maybe need to get another turn. I'll be able to do, like, so much if I can get another turn. I'll have... I'll have... How much mana exactly, besides a ridiculous amount? So I have 8 forests, which can all tap for 1 mana each. 9 here. And then this can tap for 8. And then I can untap it and tap for 8 again, so... That's 24, 25, plus 1 for each creature I control. Except I do need to be able to take my next turn if I just... Oh, not attacking. I can play land still from my graveyard, right? Ice Till Explorer over here lets me do that. Well, I can put more forests onto the battlefield if I want. Could destroy another artifact or enchantment, or non-basic land even. I don't see anything here I need to get rid of that badly. I could also I'll just get rid of Lumra while we're at it. So I'll get rid of the 12/12. That's only going to keep growing bigger as she plays more lands too. Protection from... Oh, I can't even target Emrakul with Bite Down. Protection from instants. So this will do 13 damage to Avenger's End the card to get it off the field. Just so I won't have to worry about that just giving elves trample and +3/+3 later down the road. I didn't even tap Raphaelos for mana yet, and I got 11 from that. Okay, we got 2 more forests. Oh, let me just put my graveyard, like, back into my deck so that I don't just... Yeah, just so I don't, like, draw so many cards that then I have no cards left in my deck. Fauna Shaman to hand. We'll cast that. I need to go back and untap Raphaelos over here. Tap for 13. Titania, Protector of Argoth, 5/3 by Vizier the Menagerie. Have I played all my lands for this turn, or no? Okay, not yet, clearly. Now I seem to be out of land drops. Okay, I must have already used this. That's been used up already. Yeah, I think now I'm finally out of mana here. Yeah, I could give all my attacking creatures Death Touch. I do like the sound of that. So let's see what happens here. All these getting Death Touch. These 3 creatures, let's see what happens. This is gonna block, and then this is gonna block here. I got to draw like 1 extra card. And I think I got like 1 or 2 of her creatures off the board. But yeah, I guess when the board is still looking like this, I think we still have a problem on our hands here. Fine. Now I gotta wait like several minutes for Nissa to decide who's going to attack. Because she's also gotta calculate what could possibly block on my board, because look at all the stuff I have on my board. I can play 2 additional lands each turn, 1 extra, so I can play 3 extra lands each turn. Okay, no attacks. Nissa shaking the world. What does this do? Okay. Still playing cards? Both of us are literally just taking forever with our turns here. We're both taking absolutely forever here. Power, toughness, each equal to the number of lands you control. So, oh yeah, 25 lands. 25 lands? Is that... I don't see 25 lands in here. I'm confused. That doesn't look like 25 cards. Non-token creatures you control are forest lands in addition to their other types. Okay, so that's why it's such a big number. So I can play 3 lands each turn, I know that. Let me start playing all my lands then. Yeah, I believe that was all my land drops for the turn. So I don't have Into the Pit anymore. Discard a creature card to search my library for any creature. I don't know, I think I just want to go get Craterhoof Behemoth and try and just end the game with that. If I have enough creatures on the board, that should be able to just end the game outright. Oh nice, I even got a Birthing Pod off the top of my deck. Oh right, I cannot cast that. It's not a creature. That's just stuck on the top of my deck then, I guess. If I go search my deck for, like... If I just go search my library, I have to shuffle, so that changes the top card. Can change the top card out if I don't like it. Sacrifice a clue to draw a card. Let's play Black Lotus. Well, I'm definitely not gonna run out of cards at this point, that's for sure. I mean, especially if I can get more creatures onto the top of my deck, and then I can just simply cast them directly from the top of the deck. Oh, okay, I must have shuffled this back into my library by accident. I really have, like, only one forest left in my deck. Alright, top Raffellos for 20. Tap him for 20 more. 40 green mana. The world is our oyster at this point. So what's the biggest, scariest creature on her side of the field? I don't know, I think it would be the 25-25. Get that off the field. Select a card from my hand. I'll get rid of the Wild Growth. Okay, if I want to draw 3 more cards, I can do that. Oh wow, Court of Calling. If I want to go search my library with 28 cards left in it. I mean, it's not like I don't have the mana to spare. I most certainly do have the mana to spare. I can definitely afford to do all this stuff I'm doing right now. Might as well also gain a little bit of life while we're at it. Then this is gonna tap for... How much does this tap for? 24 mana. Alright, now I have 33. I don't even recognize, like, half these creatures. I actually don't think I recognize half the stuff that's on our board right now. I'm just gonna gain a bunch of life back by having the lifelink creature go fight everything. I mean, yeah, it totally works. I did not realize that I didn't play lands this turn. Did I play land this turn? Did I play lands this turn? Okay, I failed to find any... Yeah, I searched with Windswept Heath and failed to find any forests in my deck. Because there's like, what, 16 cards left in it? Probably because like half my shit's on the battlefield now. I mean, yeah, like, look at this. I'm just gonna cast it now, Craterhoof Behemoth. Attack with everything, because I think it should be enough to kill. Because all my creatures have like 30 plus power. I'm expecting this to definitely be enough to kill. Even with all these blockers, I mean... No, not just that, all my stuff is trample as well. So many creatures, I can't even count them all at first glance, and they all have like 30 plus power and trample. This has got to be enough to kill. So, auto-assign all the combat damage. This is way quicker than just doing it manually. That was only game 1. And we must have been sitting here for at least like 30 minutes. I guess I'll just keep whatever hand if it has enough lands in it. I just want to get this out as soon as possible. And then I'm just going to play another forest and then be making 6 mana turn 3. I gotta just survive the first 2 turns. I gotta just get a few creatures out, more or less. Yeah, I guess I'll kill that. And then... I mean, I didn't really think I was gonna be doing... I didn't think I was gonna be doing that much on only turn 3. This is only my 3rd turn of the game. Okay, again, I want to get this off the field. I still have all of these elementals, these extra creatures I need to deal with one way or another. Alright, so I'm already down to 12 life here. Okay, now we have 8 mana total to do whatever with. I guess I'll try and just hide behind one of these. Attacking with absolutely everything. No, I'm not gonna survive that, unfortunately. Next game. Yeah, what if I just never find my second forest? I'm not risking it. Not taking that risk. Bottom my library, what will we do? And then I have 1 mana left over that I can actually spend on other stuff, so... just this on turn 1. Alright, no attacks. Nice. Top card of my deck is a Beast Within. I'm gonna change that to something else. Because if I change it into a creature, I get to just play it off the top because of Vizier, the Menagerie over here. So what will we do here? I'm gonna put another creature into play. And then I guess I'll put another into play. Clearly I'm not gonna be able to attack into this board for now. Alright, I'll take 5 damage. Alright, what could I possibly go find off of a Birthing Pod here? Anything good that costs 4 mana. That's pretty nice. I'll just go with Beast Whisperer. So yeah, when I can just start casting creatures again, I can draw a card for each one. And then... yeah. I'm honestly kind of just out of cards. Sol Ring is not really gonna help now, is it? Let's see what I can go grab off of this. Like a destroy, an artifact, or enchantment? Sure. Starting to think it might be a little bit too late to do this. Might be a little late. Better late than never, I guess. Now there's already like 6 extra creatures on the board that I have to deal with one way or another. Okay, Lifeblood Hydra is now the top card of my deck. So, if I do... let's see. If I do X is 7... oh, nice. I can also just, I guess, drop one of these next turn. Oh, I also have Into the Pit. I forgot I still had that. Spent all my mana to just throw this on the field. Let's just see if I get another turn. If I don't, so be it. But if I do, I'll try and just play enough creatures so I can just... I'll try and just make a big enough board though so I could just drop a single Crater Hoof and then just attack through whatever she has and then just win the game. Oh nice, Rampaging Bailiffs, I'll play that. If I play a land I get a 4/4 Beast. Let's get a 4/4 Beast. Alright, that's just gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 more creatures to my board. So that when I play Crater Hoof, everything's just gonna get like another 7+ power toughness on my field. Top card in my deck is now a Once Upon a Time. I can tap that for 6. I guess Wall of Blossoms to hand. At this point, I think I'm out of mana. Yeah, I don't have any... I can't produce anymore. I'll just play Fauna Shaman with the last two off the top of my deck as well. Let's just see if Nissa attacks. With the 7/7. And apparently just the 7/7. I'll just block with a 0/1. Alright, cast Craterhoof Behemoth. And I guess I'll just see if this can kill. I think this can do lethal damage. I mean, like, literally just about every time I play Craterhoof Behemoth, I have like 10 plus creatures. If I have to scroll horizontally to see all the creatures on my board like this, that usually means it's gonna be lethal. Even if, like, Nissa also has so many creatures, I gotta scroll as well to see them all. Considering everything I control has, like, 18 plus power. Yeah, that's what I thought. Joraga Boots. Adds 1 life, okay. 77 shards, 3,000 gold. Overlord of the Balemerc. I think I already own I already do own a copy of this. Beantown Bullies. Interesting. When you look at the top card of my library, anytime can cast creature spells from the top of my library. Only for 3 mana, I like the sound of that. That's more or less almost everything Vizier the Menagerie does for me. I get to play creatures off the top of my deck. Okay, that's just Arcane Signet again. Add an amount of green mana equal to Marwyn's power. Bane of Progress. When it enters the battlefield, destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature for each permanent destroyed this way. Oh, get to destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Yeah, I probably want to hold on to that, too. And then this is a big scary Hydra, right? Oh, that's a dinosaur. Close enough, I guess. Oh, wow. Starting with a lot of good stuff on the field, I see. And Strider Harness. Because the giant implaceable death lizard wasn't scary enough already. One day it would be terrifying as it thinks it is. Let's just go. Can play an additional land each turn. Okay, I see. Alright, so I already lost the ability to just play off the top of my deck, I see. Oh yeah, he has the City's Blessing already. I'll just let all that hit me. And sadly, yeah, nothing else to do here at the moment. Yeah, I think this game's gonna be over in not too long. Guess I can kill the 3-2, but that's about it, though. And then just that leaves behind the 3-3. Whenever Atali Primal Sickness deals combat damage to a player, that they get that many poison counters. And that's a 12-12. Let's just go to next game. Yeah, this is proving to be a lot harder. I mean, especially since I'm trying to play like a monocolor deck again. Yeah, again, since I'm playing only one color. Didn't he start with that in his hand last game as well? Is this literally going to be like a carbon copy of game 1? I swear if it is. Yeah. Keep in mind, he has all of that stuff on the battlefield, like, turn 2. I'm starting with nowhere near as many cards he has. Turn 2. Yeah, I definitely want to go grab that instill energy. I'll get 2 more forests into play. Untap Raphalos, who can then make 5 more mana, like so. I guess we can do all that. For now, I guess we're doing all that. I guess that's something. Maybe this will deter my opponent from attacking me, because I can just block with a Death Touch creature, maybe. Okay, top card of my deck is a Court of Calling. Okay, am I gonna survive this or no? Whenever Polyraptor is dealt damage, create a token that's a copy of Polyraptor. Okay, this has Trample. That's only 5 power. There's a 13-13 on the field now. I'll take every little bit of mana ramp that I can get. I can probably just play this right now. Yeah, I can definitely play this. Draw 4 more cards. Untap this. Yeah, we'll see if this even slows him down at all. And I still have this 13-13 in the way. What will I get rid of here so Chrome Mox can actually produce mana? Let's see. I'll only get this into my hand next turn, but yeah, I can wait till next turn. Yeah, playing big game-ending Eldrazi, that's exactly what it's more or less one of the things my deck is trying to do here. This does not have trample, right? So I can just block? Okay, I'll just block. If this attacks, my opponent's gonna sacrifice 4 of their things. Blocking like this, I see. So how many creatures in this... How many of these creatures do I actually get to kill? If I do damage to this, it's just going to make another token copy of itself. And then we're going to be back to square one here. And that just leaves behind another 13-13. What was I thinking? Okay, attacking with 2 13-13s. I'm blocking 2 different guys, right? So if I play this... Or if I discard it, better yet. Go grab anything I want. Any creature. I don't know, I think I really just need to stop these tokens from coming in. Or I could just make a bunch of my own tokens, in fact. I mean, if nothing here has trample, I can just hide behind a bunch of 1/1s. And then create a Hoof Behemoth will just make my entire board huge if I have a bunch of creatures lying around. Okay, attack with just the 13-13s again. I'm probably gonna win here. Yeah, I just turned all my ants... I turned all my insects into 1919s, for one thing. You know, just turn all our little ants into, like, pretty much, like... Yeah, they're all bigger than, like, the biggest Eldrazi. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Oh, but yeah, now he gets to go first. When my opponent's starting with this much extra stuff on the board, that's the last thing I need. Oh, when you play an artifact, you get a free 3/1 dino from this, right? Alright, I'll pass turn again. What does this do? Destroys all non-dinosaur creatures. Alright, so that basically means I lose my entire board. Yep, I just lost my entire board. Best I think I could do is play a Wall of Blossoms. Or an Ambush Viper. Yeah, who am I kidding? Even if I kill that, it's still gonna leave behind an 8/8. And now, yeah, I basically have 2 lands and nothing else to work with. All I got is 2 lands now. I don't know if I want to try that again with the same deck or a different one. Now I'm just really wondering if I should even stick with that deck or just, I don't know, play one I feel more comfortable with. Yeah, usually I'm not that big on just playing only a single color of mana. Even though you never have to worry about, like, just having the wrong combination of lands and spells. You still have to worry about too many lands or not enough lands, but never like, oh no, like, I have all these red spells and my lands only make green or whatnot. I guess in this case, it's gonna be too many lands. Let's just, yeah, we gotta just hope we're not gonna get smacked with another board wipe once we put Raphaelis into play. Yeah, again, that's about all I can do for the time being. Okay, just these 2 are attacking. What does this do when it enters? Okay, it's just a 6/6 Trample Ward 2. I guess I'll just try and play as many creatures as possible. Hopefully hit some really good cards in the process. Now, do I even want to do anything else for now, or no? Actually, I'll just equip Jitte to something. And I guess that's gonna be just about it. Trample. Oh, trample here too, apparently, because why the hell not? I still have quite a bit of life to lose. I'm gonna get those dinosaur tokens off the field. Okay, so it's a 6-6 basically. Well, you don't control another dinosaur if it attacks with a stun counter on it, but I don't think he has to worry about that. Doesn't look like that's anything he's got to worry about. Anyway, so what should we do here? Because these creatures do keep coming faster than I can knock them out. Like, much faster, in fact, mind you. What could I go grab off of an Eldritch Evolution that could really just swing this in my favor? Well, let's see. Anything with mana value 6 or less. Well, let's see. I'll go with Primeval Titan so I can just start getting even more lands onto the battlefield turn after turn. We could even do non-basic lands as well. I'll play Once Upon a Time and see what I find off of that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. There's some good stuff in here. Not sure if I can play Emrakul immediately. No, I can't. Even if I make 5 mana, again with Raphaelos, it's not happening just yet. Next turn, for sure I can get Emrakul into play. Next turn, absolutely be able to cast her. And we'll do that next turn. And it's looking like, yeah, that's gonna be just about it for now. I guess also perhaps put Umezawa's GT onto something. If my opponent does attack, then I could just block and get a few charge counters onto GT and maybe do something with them. What's this transform into when it dies? Oh, wow. Doesn't have trample. This has trample. So let's see who's gonna, like, protect the battle here. I really don't want to have to deal with that 8-8, honestly. Well, this will die, too, if Primeval Titan blocks. I'll just block this way, see how it goes. Can play an extra land each turn, and also play lands from graveyard too. I'll just replay that same Misty Rainforest. Anyways, now let's see what to do here. Emrakul costs 7 mana now, if I want to play her now. I still have 8 floating. Make that 4. Make that 1. And now I'm gonna get to take Zakama's next turn for him. Just seeing what else we got going on around here. If I attack with Questing Beast, this will just block. There's no point. Straight to Zakama. So what is in his hand here? I could wipe the board, but this would be all creatures, including my own. Especially if, yeah, my opponent's just gonna create a free token when a bunch of their non-token creatures die. I don't think I want to do that. Mind Stone, I can sacrifice it to make him draw a card. Same here. I just want to see what I'm putting into his hand. Double target creature's power until end of turn. Don't think we need to do that. And then just not actually spend the mana on anything. Yeah, get rid of the treasures. If I can get rid of this, sure. I was looking to see if there was anything that could get rid of artifacts and enchantments. If I can cast Zakama. You may have belligerent Yearling's base power become equal to that creature's power. I'm gonna choose no. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. 3 damage to target. Okay, we can have Zakama kill his own creatures too. But first, I'm gonna take Skullspore Nexus off the field. Yeah, that's gonna go. Three damage to target creature. I can kill this, I guess. Okay, my opponent still has 2 mana to do whatever with. They have not played a land this turn. I'd like to kill something else, but best I could do is this or this. My biggest creature is the 13/13. Or do I just only attack with? Let's see. Okay, I can assign the combat damage however I wish. I gotta keep in mind, this whole time, I'm the one who's gonna be able to do combat damage. So we need to declare blockers here, of course. 3/1 is gonna get blocked by, let's see. A 3/4. No, a 2/4 can block it just fine. And the 6/6 will get blocked like that? Like this, maybe. Like this. I think this makes sense. Pugnacious Hammer Skull, assign combat damage to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This won't die, this won't die, this won't die, and this won't die either. This will. Sacrifice the treasures and do nothing with them. Alright, now it's his turn. Put that in the command zone. Yeah, I let him play his commander. I gave him his commander. But all in all, I think it was worth it. Grab Skull Clamp. I'll just play a Crit Hoof now, and attack with everything I got. Alright, next game. We're gonna try this. I see. I mean, what do I even destroy at this point? I could try and just maybe hold on for one more turn, then destroy a bunch of stuff with Pest Infestation over here. Flying Double Strike, Vigilance, Trample, Indestructible. Gonna destroy all of these. Those 3 cards and make 6 pest tokens to hide behind. Of course this has trample, of course it does. Of course it's got trample. I mean, if I'm just gonna lose all of my creatures turn after turn, why even bother? I mean, if Zakama's just repeatable removal on a big beat stick that I have no answer to, why bother? I'm not gonna be winning this. Yeah, at that point, there's just no way I got this. Okay, just gonna get a forest, and then get 2 more lands. At least he's not doing much else at the moment, I guess. I think I'd rather just turn this into another forest or something. With this being my commander over here, I want to have as many forests as I can possibly get. Should go without saying. Make my green stuff cost... Make my green spells cost 1 less to cast, play a Questing Beast, and attack and see what happens. Okay, that was a bad idea. So it has trample, right? In that case, I'll just let it hit me. I think I can do X's 4 for Pest Infestation over here. I have 4 forests. This taps for 4 mana because I have 4 forests. Okay, and there's exactly 4 artifacts and enchantments on my opponent's field to target. Now I have a bunch of creatures to hide behind. And or sacrifice it into the pit so I can just play stuff off the top of my deck. Pass turn. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Oh wow, he's just gonna do absolutely nothing. I'll just make 3 more green mana here. I'll just make an insect token off Ant Queen. Alright, and I'll pass it back to Zakama. Uh-oh, tooth and nail entwined. Search your library for up to 2 creature cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then put them onto the battlefield. Alright, game might be over. Depends on what he searches up. Alright, let's see what 2 creatures he just puts directly into a play from his deck. That's it. I mean, if I didn't already have such a good board state established, I'd be worried. I'd be worried sick, actually, but... don't think at this point there's anything to worry about. Nothing that just, like, instantly wins the game. Yeah, long story short, I do get another turn. And because I have 12 plus mana and Finale of Devastation and, like, at least, how many creatures? Like, 10 to 15 creatures? I only need one more turn. Also, not to mention, everything here has Trample. Only needed one more turn there. Alright, so let's see what I win. So Discover 5, I get to look at the top cards of my deck until I hit something with a converted mana cost of 5 or less, and then I play that for free, right? I can always just discard this if I can't cast it for 6 to do, like... it also doubles as, like, a removal spell. So it also, yeah, doubles as, like, a burn spell, like a crappy burn spell. Yeah, 3 damage for 3 mana is not a good rate, but... you have the choice between that or the 4 mana 7/6 Trample with Discover 5. Of course, we got Zakama himself here. Okay, pretty likely I'm not actually having to spend a full 8 mana on this thing. Etali Primal Storm whenever this attacks. Exile the top card of each player's library, then cast them all for free. I'm thinking maybe I can do one more boss today. Just how many bosses are there here? Alright, what was this giant blob again? Have we dueled this giant blob already, or no? The Mimeoplasm. Creatures you control at base power and toughness 6/6? I gotta deal with a bunch of creatures with a 6 power, 6 toughness. How's that fair? How's this remotely fair? Oh, 60 life also, because why not? At least I get to go first, I guess. I guess there's something good going on here. I get to go first at least. Play this as a land. I'll just take 15 damage. Yeah, I think it would be wise to just get that off the field as soon as I can. Alright, I have not enough lands. So I need to start ideally finding some soon. Okay, there we go. Maybe it's not going to be so bad after all. Alright, so what should we even do here? Can't play Ant Queen. Oh, now I could. And that's about it. Destroy all creatures and any number of target players each mill half their library. Except for the indestructible Predator Ooze, because that's yeah, that was indestructible. But yeah, now I'm pretty much left completely without a board. I'll just put this onto the field also while we're at it. Pass. What does this do? Creatures you control have tap, target player mills X cards where X is the creature's toughness. Okay. Just puts more stuff into my graveyard. Oh, the board wipe to let him mill half his library. So I get to look at like half of this guy's deck. If I want to see like half of my opponent's deck, I can right now. There's some, yeah, there's a lot of really good stuff in here. Wow, is there a lot of good stuff in this deck of his? Wow, is this Mimeoplasm packing heat right now? Wow. Kind of making me feel like I just brought a knife to a gunfight here. Maybe I'll be able to play a really big Finale of Devastation next turn. Oh, I only have to mill a card. A single card. Yeah, I can still take 6 damage and not die, so let's do that. Oh wow, Primeval Titan. Okay, if this attacks, then all my stuff gets tapped down, so I won't have any blockers. Can I do X's 10 for Finale of Devastation, or will that not be, like, quite possible? I'm barely able to get this out. Is this gonna be enough to kill? I don't think so. No, it wasn't. Oh, that has haste. I'm dead. Well, I'm dead. Oh, man. What a close game that was. I mean, if he'd started with, like, maybe only 50 life instead of 60, I could have just gotten a quick kill there with Finale of Devastation with the Crater Hoof, but... No, he just had, like, a little bit too much life for me to just pull that. One land in my opening hand again, I see. At least I can throw Wild Growth onto this forest. And anyways, actually I don't even know what I want to do here. Pass. Oh, Hermit Druid. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a basic land card, put that card into your hand, and then all other cards into your graveyard. And I'm simply not drawing enough lands. Again. And there's very little I can do when I just draw so few lands. I'll just concede. I'm not really drawing enough land cards. Spring Bloom Druid, I could sacrifice a land to go get 2, but that has the wild growth on it. I do not want to sacrifice a land that is producing 2 mana already. And it's my only one, so I'm like, no, I don't want to do this. I guess I can try this one more time. Maybe actually give me like a better starting hand or something. Yeah, I'd call this a better starting hand. I'm not gonna miss like several land drops now, so... Again, I'll just take 15 damage here. I have to get rid of this instead of actually build my board, so I don't just die to a bunch of, like, 7/7 oozes. Definitely wish I could do something else, but... Oh, Jeweled Lotus. If Raphaelos dies and I need to recast it for 4 mana, then I can just get 3 of it from this. Alright, so anyways, what should I even do here? Okay, top card of my deck is a Chord of Calling. I'll just draw another card. Pay for Offspring 2, yes. And I guess that's about it for a turn. I'll just take 5 damage here. I guess at least it's my turn once again. If there's anything I can actually do right now. There's probably several things I can do, but do I want to do them right now? I could just play a really big Chord of Calling, I guess. Could do that. What do I want to play here? No, really, what do I want to play right now? Well, this will probably deter my opponent from attacking me. At least with the Death Touch, in theory, it should. I guess I'm just going to be waiting till next turn at this rate to drop Chord of Calling. Broken Bone, destroy into the pit, sure. I guess to make him have to recast this thing. Oh, okay. I know what that is. I'm just thinking, what should I actually grab off of one of these? What should I grab off of this Court of Calling here? I don't know, I kind of just want to go get as many lands onto the battlefield as possible, and Primeval Titan, we're really good at that, so... we'll just go with Primeval Titan, I suppose. Urza Saga and Yavimaya Cradle of Growth we'll just go with. I have enough creatures with different powers, so I can play creatures off the top of the deck. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, just creatures, I believe. I'll cast creatures off the top of the deck. Let's see how much damage I can do with a Primeval Titan here. Well, at the very least, I will be able to get 2 more lands onto the battlefield, guaranteed. This isn't destructible, sadly. I'm just gonna get rid of an Ooze token. Doesn't feel so bad because I did get like a couple of charge counters onto Jitte. Oh, 2 3/3 Ooze tokens. I guess at that point, I'll just pass. Okay, no attacks. Back to me. I'm gonna float, or I can make a construct. I'll make a construct token with this. I really have that many artifacts lying around, don't I? So it's a 5/5, and then I'm gonna go grab Skull Clamp, and now it's a 6/6 construct token. So what can this go and grab? If I do Lumra Bellow of the Woods, I can then just, I don't know, put more lands from my graveyard back onto the battlefield. I want to try that. Okay, so I'll get Urza Saga back. I can go grab another artifact with mana value 0 or 1 in, like, the next, like, 2 or 3 turns. Yeah, I can just make a bunch of ant tokens to hide behind. Or I could just start killing them to draw cards. I can always just start killing them with Skull Clamp to draw a bunch of cards too. Precisely why I went to go grab this from my deck, but there's a Saga. Precisely why I went and did that. I'll make him shuffle his graveyard back into his deck. Exile Primeval Titan, create a token that's a copy of it. Alright, so now he gets to go grab any 2 lands from his deck as well. Block with the 6/6. Oh, now I gotta deal with 2 copies of Predator Ooze. Sure, why not? I'll play Titania, Protector of Argoth, to go grab back Prismatic Vista. This will make another Beast token. I'll go fetch again with it. Grab another Forest, make another Elemental token and another Beast token. I'll make Titania, let's see. Actually, I'll make Lumra go and fight Primeval Titan. We'll do that. This will attack, this will attack. I'll send that in as well. Like this. See what kind of blocks we get. Oh, does this have Death Touch or something? Oh, Aura and Frostfang gives all my attack and stuff Death Touch. Right. I guess Tarless Tracker will also just go into my hand. Cast it. Okay, I'm looking for Ant Queen here. I kind of have a bit of scrolling I need to do to find it. I gotta scroll back to get to my insect tokens. Crater Hoof to hand. Clamp the other insect token, draw 2. I don't think I can get the 10 mana from here. Not yet, anyways. Are you just gonna keep stealing my stuff with Scarab God? You're just gonna keep making copies of all my best creatures? Is that really the best you can do? I'll just make a bunch of ant creature tokens. Just make a bunch of little insects with all this extra mana that I now have from the de facto Gaia's Cradle. I'll just have one of them go in and block to stop all the damage. Alright, sure, let's just casually go grab Black Lotus. Okay, now I'll just cast Crater Hoof and attack with everything I have. Alright, so how much damage total? Well over 900. So yeah, of course that means my opponent gets to go first because they lost. Yeah, they lost. Chrome Mox? Let's see what I can get rid of. I have to get rid of a non-land card in my hand here to have Chrome Mox make mana. Just the price I have to pay for a mana rock that costs 0. Nice, I want to draw some more cards. Okay, I'm gonna do X equals 3. Pest infestation. We'll get rid of this, this, and this. It's not looking so bad anymore. Okay, but I still gotta deal with this now I gotta deal with this flying creature. I can't just block it. I gotta find another way to deal with the flyer. Okay, my opponent's also playing Fauna Shaman. I see. Oh, nice. Instill energy on Raphalos. Now I get to make twice as much mana with him every turn. Alright, so let's just... What can we do here? What makes the most sense? Could play 2 extra lands a turn if I had them. Let me untap this. I have no way to cast this turn, however. Sure, let's draw 2 more cards and then I'll be able to play anything else just yet. Go. I'll pass. Alright, now I'm down to 8. Oh, okay, I see. So my opponent will draw 4, discard 2 off of this. If I play Azusa, then I could play 2 extra lands per turn. And then I have this forest to play as well, so let's play them both. Make a bunch of plant tokens here. But I think I'm gonna have to wrap up the game quickly or do something to at least deal with this. If I got nothing to deal with the flying creature, then it's still over. Thinking here. Yes, we'll definitely play Primeval Titan. Yeah, that was definitely a good idea. Pay for Offspring? No. I'll just put another land onto the battlefield. There's not much that can attack, and most of it isn't really strong, so... Hold that thought. I still have nothing that can block the Flying Dragon here. And I have to block Predator Ooze. This is not negotiable. What does this do? Whenever I play a land, I exile the top 2 cards of my deck and then my opponent, and then he draws 2 cards. Oh, perfect. This creature has Vigilance and Reach. But anyways, yeah, how do I get rid of this? Yeah, I want to get that off the field. Those go back onto the battlefield. Yeah, I'm not gonna deck him out anytime soon. He's still got 69 cards in his deck. We're not decking this guy out anytime soon. Not happening. I don't see myself forcing him to draw so many cards he just can't draw anymore. He just loses the game. I don't think that's gonna happen. What will happen, though, is just the usual. What will happen is just like a big game-ending Crater Hoof. Yeah, my deck's just really good at putting creatures on the battlefield. Having this in there is a no-brainer. Alright, Crater Hoof, yep, just won me another one. Anrakir the 40k, so Warhammer 40k, right? Reanimate. Okay, this I already have. The Mimeoplasm. Green Sun Zenith. Search your library for a green creature card with mana value X or less. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Shuffle Green Zenith into its owner's library. I'll take the Green Sun Zenith. Not sure if I already own this card. I might. Mimeoplasm. Didn't think I was gonna be. I did not think I was gonna be defeating Mimeoplasm so soon. But anyways, what do I know? Oh, whoops. Forgot to pick these back up. Who's in here exactly? There's more mirrors to step into, really? Gallery of the Wasteland Elites. Gods of the Wastes? Who are these Gods of the Wastes again? Here I see all the dragons. All the dragons. The Underworld. Legendary Pit Fighters. Elder Dragons, those were the originals from Legends, right? Primeval Dragons from, I think it was like Invasion or something, like... Yeah, like original, like... Yeah, like Dominaria block or something. Yeah, I think they were. Yeah, I think the ones that were first printed in Invasion. I think it was Invasion. I'm not 100% sure because we're talking about like a long ways back. Anyways, I just want to go and quickly sell back some of my loot. Oh no, I thought I made even more money from the cards I gained. Honestly thought I was making even more from the cards I got. Why have I not built this deck yet? How have I not, like, ever gotten around to putting this together? Yeah, this deck could be absolutely obscenely powerful if I just build it, if I build it just right. This could be absurd. Every time I play a creature, I draw a card and put a land from my hand onto the battlefield. Doesn't even come in tapped. Oh, I think one of the antagonists from My Little Pony. I'm still not exactly sure how this got to my collection. I guess I just really didn't want to sell it because I just thought, like, this was hilarious. Like, why is this in our game of Magic the Gathering? What is this doing in Magic? What is a My Little Pony character doing in Magic? So I just ended up not selling it. Those triumphs always come in tapped. I don't think I'm gonna ever need those at the rate we're going. I don't believe we could possibly need these. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna play that anytime soon either. that's totally another deck I could try and put together, even if I, again, like, only play one, even if I only get to play one color. I have the actual, like, candelabra of Tawnos. I have, like, the actual OG candelabra in my collection. At this point, no, I don't really think I'm gonna need Mind Stone anymore. I still don't believe at any point I'm gonna actually have multiple opponents. Wait, I have how many copies of Temple Garden? I have how many Temple Gardens now exactly? Yeah, I think we've sold enough for now. I'm just getting rid of cards I'm like almost 99% sure I'm never gonna even play. Yeah, I actually got to defeat a few opponents in the Mirror Gallery today. This time we didn't have the power just cut because the weather was like... Yeah, quite frankly, like yesterday the weather was like absolutely insane. So I actually got to defeat a few opponents in the Mirror Gallery this time. So yeah, that's enough for me for now.